And we're live. Hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. Happy Wednesday to you all. I hope you're well. So here I am back with my midweek mediumship show. Thank you very much all here for joining me. So wherever you're watching from, do say hello in the comments, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. Do drop us a comment. Let us know that you are watching. I know Facebook may ask you to send stars, but please don't send stars. We are a completely free platform. All we need is you, your energy, your comments, and we don't need your stars. Also, what I would like you to do, as always, is to share SPTV out, like the stream, and not just my stream, but all the other mediums and psychics that work on this platform as well. Do share us out, do get Spiritual Psychics TV out there even more. That'd be very, very much appreciated if you could all do that. So yes, if you're here, do let me know that you're watching. I'll start saying hello to people before I get on with it. Mrs. MB, hello to you. Hope you're well, watching on YouTube there. Mariana, hello to you as well, watching on Facebook. Caroline, hello Caroline, my darling. I'm well, thank you very much. Hope you are as well, my love. Watching on Facebook there. Rebecca Whelan, hello to you, Rebecca. Watching on Facebook. Cheryl, hello Cheryl, good evening to you. Watching on YouTube there. Sarah is saying hello to Cheryl. We also got Chrissy, hello to you, my darling. Watching on YouTube. Christopher from London, hello, watching on Facebook. Hello, Christine. Hope you're well, my love. Watching on YouTube there. Joanne Lewis, hello, Joanne. Watching on YouTube as well. Robert, hello, Robert. Watching on Facebook. Sherry McAllister, hello, Sherry. Watching on Facebook as well. Who else have we got? Oh, let me just write that down as I'm seeing it in my head. Okay. Haley's House 13. Good evening to you, my darling. Watching there on YouTube. Victoria. Hello, Victoria. Watching on Facebook there. Ben Davis. Hello, Ben. Watching on Facebook. And thank you very much for liking and sharing. Much appreciated. Hello, Debbie Lamb, all the way from the States. Hello for watching on Facebook there. Natalie Huxley. Hello. Watching on Facebook as well. I'll do a couple more and then we shall get on with it. Carly Hall, hello to you, Carly Hall, watching on Facebook as well. Linda Payne, hello to you, Linda Payne, watching on Facebook. Beth and Louise on Facebook, and I'll do another one or two, and then I shall get on with the evening. Chrissy, Chrissy Wheatley from the poshest part of Bedfordshire. Yeah, I'm sure. Hello, Chrissy. I'm from Bedfordshire originally as well, so I can't say that. Sandra Granger watching on Facebook as well. Right, people, thank you all for watching. Do continue to get your comments in as well. The more you comment, the more I can see you, because I don't see all the comments at the same time. So just bear that in mind. But yeah, do keep your comments coming in. So this evening is, as you know, it's the midweek mediumship show, which means I am communicating with those in the spirit world this evening. It's not psychic readings. I'm not telling you your fortune or giving you predictions, because I'm not Nostradamus. So it's about that communication with the spirit world. Sometimes I know where I'm going, and a lot of the times I don't. That's just how spirit work with me, but also keeps Richard on his toes as well in the background. So I've got a couple of people already, I think, come into my mind. So I will get on with it. What I will say is, if I do work with you, just comment back as quick as you can. If you want to come into the Zoom room and be live in the Zoom room, that you can do that. Richard will also put the link in the comments. But if you just prefer to comment in the chats, that's absolutely fine as well. There's no pressure to have to come onto the camera and have a live reading. So if you'd rather just comment back in the comment section, that's absolutely fine as well. So yeah, if you are communicating via the chat, and all I ask is that you comment back as quick as you can, because it keeps the flow of information coming in. So if I come direct to you, that's pretty simple. But if I don't know where I'm going, please just listen out for all the information that I'm giving. And if you can understand put in the comments. Look, because there are commonalities with people in life, right? There'll be people in the spirit world that have commonalities. Some things might be common to a lot of people, but hopefully I'll be able to bring through some specific information so you know that it is for you and no one else, right? And if I don't work with you directly, please don't take it personally. It's just I have to go where spirit is where spirit's taking me. Now, I also do know from my end that it says my internet is a little bit unstable, so we'll go with it. We'll work with it and see what happens, right? But it should be. Hopefully, it will. It's been fine all day long, not an issue at all. And this time of day, it starts. Never mind. Anyhow, okay, where am I going? Let me just say hello to Lee Allen because his comments are looking at me. So hello, Lee Allen, watching on Facebook. I feel I wrote this down. Can I come to Sherry McAllister, please, Richard? Because when I stopped earlier and wrote something down, that's what I was writing down. Sherry, SHERI, yeah. Okay, so Sherry McAllister, if you hopefully you are still watching, my darling. Now I know I have read for Sherry before, but a long time ago. I know Sherry, bless her, had lost her son, but I don't know if what I picked up is to do with her son or something else. So Sherry, if you're still there, firstly, let me know that you are still watching. Just so I link into this. Just let us know that you are still there. So now I'm not talking to myself. Hopefully you are. Let's see if you're watching, Sherry. Oh, I just saw 11:11 on the clock as I looked up. 18:11:11. Oh, there you are. Right, Sherry, thank you very much. So Sherry, why I stopped earlier when I saw your name, what I was shown in my mind, this is what sometimes spirit will do just to get my attention and to know that I'm linking in with that person. What I was shown was balloons, right? It might sound quite simple, but I'll tell you what balloons mean to me. So as I saw this balloons can either mean that there is an anniversary or like a celebration that's just happened or it's coming up, or that balloons are symbolic for an they could have been let off. Like when it comes to someone's anniversary or something, sometimes we might let balloons off in the air. So it's one of those two things, Sherry. So yeah, so it's either to do with an anniversary or a birthday that's literally just happened, or there's one coming, or it is that balloons had been let off in memory of someone. So if you can let me know if I'm correct there. So now I do have that younger energy around me. So I know as I'm sat here, I'm not feeling a mother or a father or a grandparent. It's not like that. It's that much younger energy that I've got as a male. So I do feel it's probably your son coming in. Now, although I've read for you before, I've got no idea what I've said to you in the past, what evidence I gave. So I'm trusting what comes in now to be new evidence, but I wouldn't be able to say if it's new or not because I don't remember what I said to you before. Okay. We release balloons every year on his birthday. Okay, thank you. That's fine. And that was just Spirit's way of not affirming to me that's who I'm connecting to. So now I'm with you, Sherry, my darling. Do I want to say Shirley? Was that Richard's fault? I don't know. It's Sherry. Okay. So Sherry, I know I've got this younger energy, so I do feel it's your son coming in here. And I almost want to say with him, what the impression it's putting on me at this minute is, well, not impression, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like it's pushing me to say that, how do I put it? No, let me rewind that and put my teeth back in so I can speak properly. He's got this exuberance of energy, right? His kids release balloons, Valentine's Day also. Okay, that's fine. So these balloons are quite significant, I feel. He's got this energy about him that he doesn't sit still, Sherry. There's a lot, yeah, very energetic. He is busy, busy. I don't see him as the kind of guy that would sit down doing nothing, right? And it's almost like I want to say on his behalf, is saying, Mum, I'm still energetic. I'm all right. And it's almost like I want to say that in the how do I put it? I'm not depressed. I'm not down. I'm not sad. I'm all right. I'm busy. I'm I'm energetic. I'm doing things. It feels very active to me, Sherry, right? That's the energy he gives. This active energy about him. Um, Sherry, would you understand if there's a link to martial arts? And I don't know if that's with him or someone else around you, but I've just got martial arts put in my head. So I don't know where to place that with him or someone else, but I just need to, I don't know, it's karate or judo or some, I don't know. But it's a martial arts, that term's been placed into my mind. He has a lot of it. No, he does, because that's how I feel him. Say it to me again. Okay. It's right. One thing at a time. Right, it's chatting a bit more now. Yeah, I don't. Oh, what? Blue. Right. I'm very random, as people know, but it's give me random things in my head. So the martial arts it gave me, I don't know what the connection to blueberries is, Sherry. I mean, it does sound really ridiculous, a bit like, why am I saying that? But it's like I've got like a punnet of blueberries or something that I want to eat. So, is that what it is? There's a feeling of with him as well. He tried to, again, it might sound a bit random, but eating as cleanly and as healthily as he could is my feeling. There is some junk food in there as well, but that's my feeling. It's like he tried to live as healthy as he could, or whether it was just it was blueberries was something that he considered like a power fruit or a power food or something. But I just had that placed in my head, unless that's to do with someone else. But I was just given that in my mind. Oh, he likes martial arts. All right. Oh, is that what it is? Is that why I can't talk properly? So I feel like I just feel like my speech has gone. Okay. Is that what it is? You can't. Now, Sherry, I feel like my um, my speech has been affected, and I'm kind of asking my head, why is that? And my the feeling it gives me is that I'm having issues expressing myself, talking about, excuse me, how I really feel, and getting things off my chest. It just feels like I can't quite get out what I want to say. And you love the blueberries, that's fine then. But it makes sense to link that with him, Sherry, is that the fact that he either didn't express himself very well, or he couldn't express himself very well. I just feel like his putting that impression of himself upon me, so we know that this is absolutely him coming through. Because I just feel like I can't get my words out. I can't quite say what I want to say. I just feel a bit difficult expressing what I want to say, if that makes sense what I'm saying to you. Oh, and he ate healthy, that's fine. So I know that's the way the blueberries are linked then, and to you liking them as well. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think this is something he would have believed in either, to be honest. It doesn't make me feel like, yes, he couldn't express himself to okay. That's why I just feel like I can't get out what I want to say. So that's fine. As long as you understand that, that's fine. Thank you for confirming that. And okay, he does love her. I've just heard that in my head. It's like it feels a bit silly for not kind of saying what he should have said whilst he was there, if that makes sense. Um, so he's saying it in that kind of nonchalant way, like, yeah, I do love her, but it just feels a bit silly that he couldn't say it whilst he was here. But I feel she knows deep down that he does, and just kind of validating that in my mind. Okay, so it's me again. Right. I've got one thing at a time. Sure, I've got to give you the month of May also as being important, right? Because May has just been dropped into my mind. So it's either a birthday, a passing, or an anniversary linked to the month of May. So that month has just been dropped into my mind. So I need to mention that. Um, there's not enough laughter. Is that what you said to me? All right. That's why you give me that. Okay. So Sherry, it's given me two things which are linked together and how I interpret them in my mind. So it's shown me the color yellow. So the color yellow to me is that color of joy, happiness, laughter linked to the solar plexus without going into details about the chakras. And as I've seen that, I know that I want to wrap that around you. But as I've seen that color at the same time, he said there's not enough laughter. So he's backed up why he's given me the color yellow is because he wants there to be more laughter, to be more joviality, to be more, even just to crack a smile, he said, just crack a smile. Now, look, I always say it's easy for spirit to give us these things, and that's because they want these things for us. But to do it, and as physical beings, sometimes it can be is a bit more difficult, right? Um, Especially when you've lost that loved one, because this lovely man here, and he is a nice man. That's what he would want. I've been feeling like it. No, well, he is. But what we have to also understand is that because we're human beings, we have a physical life to live. Remember, this is a message for everybody listening. I don't know. I was just feeling impressed to say it. Even if you can't feel your loved ones around, they are absolutely there. But we also have to understand that we are human beings and we have to live a physical life on our terms, because spirit will never tell us what to do because it's not for them to tell us what to do. They've lived their physical life and the rest of it is up to us whilst we're here. We have to make certain decisions and choices, but we have to do them on our terms, not on spirit's terms. So although you might say to yourself, well, what do I do? Why are they not showing me what to do? Why not telling me what to do? It's because that's not their job. We have to make those decisions. But from what I've learned over the years, that spirit is omnipresent. They're always there. But there will be times you are going to feel them. There are going to be times that you don't feel them, right? And I've gone through times where I've sat here thinking, where my spirit guys gone? I can't feel them. Have they left me or something? And especially back in my early development, I used to panic and think, have I not got the ability anymore? Can I not do this anymore? Because I don't feel my spirit guides at all. But they're still there. It's just sometimes they've got to step back a little bit so we can assimilate and we can move forward with life again on our terms, but knowing that they are still there. So though you don't feel them around, he ain't gone anywhere. It's just that he sometimes it can be, what's the word I'm looking for? It can be more detrimental to people sometimes because we always want them to be there, and then when we don't suddenly feel them there, then it really hits. So it's almost like they're getting us used to the fact that they're not here. Get used to the fact that they're not here physically. They're still there in spirit, but we have to just live a life a little bit with a bit of happiness and laughter, which is what he wants. You're happy today, fabulous. Well, now he knows you're smiling, right? I ain't got to tell him nothing, because you've got that link to him yourself, right? I'm just the messenger. I'm the puppet. That's all I am. They tell me what to say, and I say it. Okay, but as I wrap it up here, Sherry, my feeling is that's what is coming. It's just coming to let you know. Maybe that's what because I'm not getting a lot necessarily a life-changing message. It's just the fact that as soon as I saw your name, it gave me balloons in my head, just to connect me with you. And maybe that's just for him to say, I am still here. By just getting me to you, just by something simple like balloons, right? That's how he got me to you. Just to say I am still here, but also to bring in that laughter and happiness for you as well. And again, it just seems to be really important that he says, I'm all right, I'm active, I'm happy where I am. So, Sherry, I'm going to wrap it up there just so I can move on. But thank you very much for taking that message there. I shall leave that one there for you. Thank you very much, Sherry. Can I say that? Oh, bless you. Okay. So just talking to producer Richard in the background, people. If we could all send healing to Joanne and the family, as you see there, Joanne sadly lost her sister on Monday this week. So we could all please send out that healing thought and intention to Joanne and to the family, and also obviously to her sister as well, to wish her that peaceful transition back to the spirit world. So we can all do that. That would be very gratefully appreciated, I'm sure. Thank you. I have what, say it again? Yeah. I don't know if I've got anything for her yet. That's not necessarily how I work. So I just allow spirit to link with me. Thank you very much. Yeah, she can stay there, but I'll see if I have anything. But I tend to go where spirit are taking me to. Right, let me go with this gentleman I've got in my head. Let's see. He came in earlier. Right, come back, my friend. Oh, bless you, Joanne. We do wish you lots of love. Okay. Right. Let's see where I'm going with this one. I don't know where I'm going with this one, to be perfectly honest. He jumped in earlier, but then I had the link for Sherry. So I do have another young man that's stepping forward. And I don't want to be in my 30s or my 40s with him. I don't want to go any older than that at all. It was a lot of fun, this guy. I feel he would have had darker hair in his younger year. So I'm just saying younger years, but it's young anyway. He would have darker hair, about 5'9", 5'10". I would say that from a height point of view. That's just my perspective in my mind. And quite a casual dresser. I've got him in a t-shirt and a pair of jeans. I would put his quite a bit broader than me, and just quite sturdy looking, should put it that way. Haven't got a large man, but it's just is well built, right? And big old smile on him. And I've got to mention his teeth, or his gnashers, as it's calling them. So nice teeth he's got. Oh, and the significant thing about him is that he said to me he liked, and I don't know if you have this in the States. So my feeling is I'm going with someone that's based in the UK here. He liked a Toby Carvery, which is quite mad, I know. I've never had a Toby Carvery, but obviously I know what it is. And that's what he said to me. He liked a Toby Carvery because I can almost see him in a pub where the carveries normally take place, I suppose, at a table waiting for his Toby Carvery. So I feel like I've got a big roast dinner in front of me as well. Like I've got the big Yorkshire puddings, and I've got the whatever meat it is with the gravy on it and whatever else. So that's quite significant. I don't feel it's the name Toby that is given me. It's the Toby Carvery, which I was placed in my mind. So that is significant. Come on, fella. And there's also a sense that I don't know. It feels a bit like my passing was not expected, because as I'm looking at him, he looks the picture of health to me, right? It doesn't make me feel like I'm ill. He doesn't look ill as I'm seeing him. Not that he would necessarily present that way. Um, But yeah, there's something about, I don't know, I just didn't expect his passing. Now, I'm not being told how he passed. Spirit don't always work that way with me. Um, but I get a sense of if it was quick or sudden or a shock, or if someone was ill, I might have a feeling of, there's something not quite right here. But I don't feel that with this man. Um, but it's not the kind of um thank you, Jessica. But don't feed me, my darling. If you understand what I'm saying, just say yes or no, because you're actually doing your own reading there. Um, so just don't feed them. I've had my dinner, so I don't need feeding. But thank you. What else? What else has come on, my friend? What are you saying to me? Oh, I feel very strong all of a sudden. And I was talked about being quite sturdy, but I've got big arms on him as well. I feel quite strong here. I want to say, oh, okay. Very gentlemanly like as well, because he wants to shake my hand. I don't necessarily want to hug you, or hug me, I should say, but he's putting his hand out to shake it. It's very good with his hands as well. It feels very manual labor to me, I got to say. All right. Well, this what I will say is, if you cannot take the Toby Carvery, then it's not for yourself. Because I can't see all your comments, you see. Um, so the Toby Carvery with this roast dinner, that's really important. So it's not just passing away suddenly or whatever. This Toby Carvery has to be part of it. So if you can't understand that part of it, then it's not for you, I'm afraid. That roasting a Toby Carvery thing, very important. Let me see what else, because I want to make sure I go to the right person. Because I understand everyone wants a message, but I have to make sure I link it with the right individual. My friend, give me some more whilst you sat there looking at me. Quite pleased with yourself. Your work boots. Talk about the work you wore. No, it's not. It's not an alcoholic drink, my darling. No, it's yeah. You'd know what Toby Carvery is. So Ava, I've got to say, I don't feel I'm with you, my darling. But thank you for speaking up. But I don't feel that this is for you at this particular minute. Um, the work boots. I'm seeing like what they call, used to call caterpillars or Timberland boot, but work boots I've got to mention as well. So it's linking to what he did for a living, I believe. Because I do feel that I'm very manual labor. I feel quite outdoorsy with them as well. I don't want to be sat in an office and they look dirty to me. So I don't know if it's been in mud or cement or something, but I got these and they were always placed by the front door as well. So when he came in the house, he'd always take his boots off and place them by the front door, and that's where they stayed. Okay. The what? G okay. Oof, I feel a bit breathless all of a sudden. So I'm feeling a bit breathless with him as well. And look, I know we all lose our breath towards the end, right? But I don't know if there was a lung issue here with him, but I'm just feeling a little bit breathless as I'm talking to him. So that would normally mean for me that there was some kind of issue trying to get his breath. That's what I'm feeling here. And so, all right, I'll say it. You're a joker. Is a joker as well. Um, Tina, see, Tina, I don't get. That's just not how spirit works with me. If they don't tell me how they pass, or at least I don't pick it up how they pass. It's just this never worked for me like that. I'm afraid, so I can't define how we passed because it's just not how spirit work with me. What else gets me again? Oh, um, June. as well is important. Right, I need to make sure I can narrow this down a bit and not be here all night while I'm trying to do it. Need to give me something else, my friend. Need to give me something else. Okay, do I say that? And someone has a necklace or a chain that he bought someone. Because he wants to, it's not his. It's talking about he bought that for someone as a gift. And it's showing me this chain or this necklace that I want to put around the neck. As well. So someone's got it. So I don't know whether that is for female. I don't know. It's just what's put around my neck. Right. I don't know. I'm going with this one because I can't see all the comments. So I ain't got a clue at the minute. Not no, like on a Facebook Live, you can see all the comments. But yeah, no. Yeah. I just want to make sure I put it in the right place. No, do you know what I mean? Like if I've got like a live stream, whatever, that's just the only thing because I've got a lot of people that can take it. Let's see what I'm. Can you put Jessica Wynn's like her comments from the beginning? Can you do that just so I can see if I'm pulled there? Let's see. Okay. What else? Uh, hmm. But Jessica, can you thank you? Can you understand the Toby Carvery? Because if you can't, it's not for you, my darling. Because that's a significant thing that he put into my mind. That's this Toby Carvery. I'm not going to change that because that was important. I can see him sat there eating it. Because again, I know yeah, I'm not convinced. I know, look, I know everyone wants a message, right? You want it to be your loved ones, but you need to be conscious that it goes to the right person, right? Because I don't want anyone going home with someone else's dead relative. That would not be that would not be fun. That would not be right. Um, I didn't say it was 45, said in his 30s or 40s. I didn't say it was 45. Right. Yeah, because otherwise I'm gonna be here all night trying to figure it out. Um, let's get me think. Yeah, I don't see him smoking. It's not giving me anything else either. It's not giving me anything to work with. I feel with this one, I don't need to like putting a message out either because then it could just be for anyone, right? And it's just a bit so um So I can okay, so I can see what Kaz has said about the necklace, the birthdays, Joker, and has COPD, COPD. But this Toby Carvery thing is important. I can't change that. If you can't understand that bit, then it is not for you, I'm afraid. I'm being strict with that one because that was very clear in my mind. That's how it got my attention in the first place. Right. I feel it is move on. Yeah. So I feel that, guys, I'm going to put this man aside for the moment because I'm not being pulled on anyone in particular at this time. And I don't ever make it fit. It either has to fit or it doesn't. So I feel at this particular point, I'm just going to put him aside for the moment. And if anyone can take it a bit later, then we'll see. But I will move on because, yeah, so we'll be sat here all night going through it. Right. Let's see what else I've got coming in. Okay, thank you. Oh, right. Uh, right. Who are you? Come on then. Okay. So I'm gonna switch this older lady that I can't talk now. This older lady that's coming forward, and she's very straightforward. She is waving her finger at me. Now, as I see her, she is of an older generation, right? She's going to be someone's older. There's hair in my face. An older mother or a grandmother that I've got. She would have been a grandmother in life anyway. But what relation she is to you, I don't know. But it's the mother or grandmother I've got. She's very straightforward because she wants. I'm stood here. I want to stand here with one hand on my hip and the other one I'm waving my finger, and she's saying she needs to start doing as she's told. And my feeling is, I don't feel it's you that she's saying that to. It feels like you have a younger female around you who is not necessarily doing either as they're told or what they should be doing. Because see, I want to call her grandma. That's what I want to say. I think it feels like to me, I've got a grandmother. So it'll be the younger female's grandmother, not necessarily yours. Because I want to wave my finger and so, yeah, she needs to start doing what she's told, is what I basically want to say with this lady. Because this lady was very no nonsense, I want to say as well. She took no messing. She would have said it, absolutely said it how it was. She's not in a malicious or nasty way. It was just her way, right? She's very old school in that sense that, the elders are respected. And she was very much like that. She did expect respect, right? Especially being that kind of that generation. She's talking about the rat. All this goes back quite a while because she's talking about Angel, in your comment about the rations way before my time, but I'm seeing that she's saying that something as well about the rations. And what is it? Grandfather grandfather clock. And she's showing me a grandfather clock. But then we're showing a carriage clock as well. So my feeling is that it yourself or someone in the family has a clock which has been in the family. And I can't now tell because she said to me a grandfather clock and then a carriage clock. So I've got those two things put into my mind. So I need to bring them forward as well with a Okay. Is that what it is? And okay, she's coming back to waving a finger at me again and talking about the girl that needs to do as she's told. Because what she now has just said is she needs to take things more seriously. She needs to be a bit more serious about things, right? Um, is what's just been said to me. So that's really important. And I thought that probably forms a major part of her message coming in, about knowing about what's going on with the younger female that's she's talking about. That seems to be what she wants to focus. Okay, that's what she wants to focus on. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm correcting that because she said, don't need to worry about me. We need to look at her. So that's her kind of personality and character, being very straightforward, quite blunt, actually, I want to say. Again, not in a horrible way, but quite blunt about it. And it's more that she wants to, okay, hang on, wants to really just focus on the young girl that I've got to bring into the conversation, which I've already talked about. So that's really important. So if you can understand all of that, let me know. And this lady, she was a lady, right? So she's very old school in the fact that she always wore a dress below the, or a skirt below the knee, a blouse. I think she had an apron on as well. I can almost see her have an apron on. She's very domesticated, this lady as well. She always kept a tidy house, very much so. I get that I need to do. Yeah, it's not for you, Dawny Taylor. This is to a female related to the person that I'm coming to now. I know I haven't got to tell you off. It's like there's a female around you that I've got to not tell off, but we need to sort her out, if that makes sense. Victoria Cuthbert, can I actually any other comments in there, Richard? Okay. And Victoria, can you take this about the young girl as well who needs to know sorting out, for lack of a better phrase? Because that's really important. Yeah, because that part is really important. Just let me know so I know I'm with the right person. I know Julie Salins can take some of that as well. I know. Again, it's this thing with spirit. There are commonalities in people. That'd be my cousin. And this cousin is younger than you. So I want to go to a younger female. So there needs to be a younger cousin. I know it sounds a bit odd, but if it's a younger, okay, she may still make me wag my finger. It's really important. So I just feel like she needs sort of. It's now Angel. That feels better to me. Right, let me split it. So Angel, I'm coming to you. I'm gonna go to Angel first because that feels better to me. Angel and my nan moaning over my daughter and upcoming. That feels because I know it's a younger female, right? I know 22 is still young, Victoria, so bear with me. But I want to go to Angel first. So can Angel take everything else, Richard, that I've said? Oh, because I wasn't necessarily paying attention to the comments. It was more paying attention to what spirit were putting in my head. What am I looking at now? Okay. One close. Okay. No, these clocks. But do you know about the clocks, Angel? Because they're quite important as well. Okay, I'm going to split. They might have a double link here. So Angel, what I want to say with this very quickly is, and I'll move on to Victoria in a second. was trying to separate it out in my head. Angel, would you also understand Nan making? So what I've just been shown into my head, in my mind is, I know it's Angel, Angel is your name, but it's not. I'm seeing Angel Delight in my head. So I don't think it's my mind pulling it in. It's in my head. I can see the Angel Delight pudding being made. Like that chocolate. It's chocolate like powdered pudding, wasn't it? I'm being shown that in my mind. So Angel, can you understand that? Because I keep being shown that in my head. Like the Angel Delight dessert is something like that powdered dessert, like that mousse pudding that you'd make. Yeah, butterscotch, strawberry, yeah, all those flavors. Yeah, I've just been shown that in my head as well. And I said everything made from scratch, but it's not that. It's particularly this pudding that I'm being shown. Anyway, because I feel I've got double links. Let me just finish this one very quickly. So Angel, Nan is just very, I don't say concerned, but she wants your daughter to pull her finger out, basically, right? And to get on with it. So I don't know if she's saying that she needs a stern talking to, whether you have done that already or not, I don't know, but she's just very much aware of that situation going on. And because she's talking about it's her future, it's her future, so she's got to sort it out. And I know I'm sounding quite strict with that. It's just how she's putting the impression on me of saying it as being very strict with it, and for her to get on with it and doing what you need to do just to get her in the right place of doing that. What I will say is, again, I don't know if you've had those conversations with your daughter, but it's a little bit like having to tread carefully with it, because sometimes if you push someone too hard, they see it as, oh, you're nagging at me or you're moaning, and they go the opposite way, right? But it's just, I feel like the encouragement is needed there to get her to do the right thing, if that makes sense. No, I can't tell you how to do that. Nan can't tell you how to do that. But it's just the encouragement of needing to try and find a way of getting through to her in a way which is not going to send her in the other direction. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I feel Nan's just coming to say. So, Angel, with that, I'm going to break the link there, move on to Victoria. So take what you will from that, and I'm going to leave that message there with you. So Victoria, let me come to you. Let me break that link. Okay. So Victoria, do you understand this as being Nan for you? Okay. Who's quite shy? Both clothes I can take as yours white apron. Okay. Now, Victoria, are you quite shy yourself? I take the clothes being in my nan's house, both of them. Okay, that's fine. There's a bit of a double link going on there. I guess it's been placed in my head about being shy. So I don't know if she's trying to just link into you or to your cousin, but that's just been put into my mind. And Victoria, would you understand the making of the chocolate pudding or the Angel Delight in particular? I'm not talking about making food from scratch. I'm talking about that dessert in particular, like getting the whisk out and you're whisking it up and it comes out just, yeah, this creamy dessert. I'm not going on about it, but I keep being shown it, so I just need the validation. There. Okay. No, it's definitely Nan that I've got here. So you can take that. That's fine. Just what's being put into my head. Okay. But this is going to be really random. Now, Victoria, I feel like someone's got an intolerance to dairy because I've been shown a pint of milk, but I don't want to drink it. I want to change it to either something like almond milk or oat milk or something. Again, it's really random, right? But it's just what she's put in my mind to connect with you. because I just feel like that general dairy or milk doesn't agree with someone. And I guess it's just her way of acknowledging who she's talking about here. Um, but I need to reference that as well. Okay. All right. Now, I feel like someone is not doing that, going to too many personal details here. Someone's not doing very well emotionally, is what I feel I want to say as well. Because it feels a little bit like someone's either going through a bit of stress or anxiety or something like that, which is affecting how they're seeing a certain situation or different situations. Sometimes, like if you are, let's say, for example, feeling a bit, you know, down or depressed or something, that can make you see things in a more negative sense rather than an optimistic sense. And I feel like she's trying to talk about that person. So I don't know if that's you or your cousin, but that's why I feel like she's going with that. But it's almost like she wants, so I want to snap my finger at your cousin, okay? It's almost like I want to say snap out of it as well. I want to say like snap out of it. Um, and it feels a little bit more like, so your partner's stressed at work at the moment. Okay. I don't feel it's the partner she's talking about. This is the cousin, I feel more, who's in a bit of a low mood at this particular minute. That's where I want to place that. Because you can't, because that's more, if you say snap out of it, that's more what I feel like what you talk about rather than snapping out of stress. You can deal with stress in a different way, but it's more that because I want to click my fingers and say, come on, snap out of it. And she's not, again, she's not doing it in a malicious, horrible way. It's more, come on, sort it out. Let's snap out of things. Let's get back. Okay, get back on track. Thank you. So I feel like we've lost our way a little bit and have come off the tracks, if that makes sense. So that's what we've heard in my head. But get back on track. Um, okay. Take that for them. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Uh, Victoria, I've got to give September as an important month as well. So it'll be birthday, passing, anniversary in September, either related to your nan or to yourself. But yeah, September's important there as well. Oh, is someone okay? Someone's all right. I also feel like Nan wants to send healing to the person. Oh, my cousin in the right mindset of life at the moment. Okay, that's fine. Send healing to that person who's also getting the headaches because I've got a shooting pain across my head, and it's made me wince a little bit. And that doesn't belong to me. I know she's telling me about the person who physically here that has um that has the headaches. So September's my birthday, my granny's birthday. And okay, bless your heart. All right. So September really significant. So I know this is definitely Nan coming in. So I've got to send the healing there. Nope. Say it to me again. What are you trying to say? Marbles. Marbles? Okay. I've got to get got to get marbles, Victoria, as well. I'm seeing them in my head. And it's like bringing that memory of playing with the marbles. Remember back in the day, when I'm a lot older than you, but in my day, without sounding really old, we used to get the marbles in the I don't know if they're still doing them or not, in like the netted, like the netted pack, like a little net full of marbles. So I've been showing them as well. So I've got to mention the marbles, give you the marbles. Okay, that's me. That's okay. So take that healing from your nan then. So I know that's important for her to give that for the headaches. Obviously, it's not a fun thing to go through, right? So she wants to take that off you as much as she can. So just accept that healing that she's giving. Say it to me again. Okay. Now, as a wrap up here, Victoria, the last thing she's dropped in my head is things. Right. Things will work out when you least expect it. So she's almost trying to give, from my perspective, I used to get marbles from the souvenir shop. Fab. That's fine then. And I was just bringing that. I knew that was a memory that she was bringing in. So things will work out when you least expect it. So she's trying to give some reassurance that although sometimes things don't seem like they're working out, it's almost keeping that optimistic mindset of, well, it might not be working out right now, but it can work out when I'm least. It's like one of those things I say to people when people are looking for that signs from spirit. It's like the more you look for it, the more you miss it, because you might be receiving that thing in a different way in which you're not really expecting. And it's similar to what she's saying now, is that just keep optimistic because things will might work out in a different way. I've also got to quickly just mention, I don't know if you're into the whole manifesting thing, Victoria, right? Whether you, I don't know, whether you write affirmations or you have a manifestation list or something or whatever. It's almost that thing. I'm not necessarily into it myself, right? So I'm just telling what this lovely lady's saying. It is really about what you put into your mind is really important. And that's why she's saying to keep optimistic. It's almost like that law of attraction thing. You think positive, you put positive thoughts out there, then you're going to receive them. I don't necessarily believe that's always the case, right? But it is just about being in a more, or placing yourself in a better energy or a more positive space, right? And when you do that, you then attract more positive things into you. So that's how I want to put that. It's more modern for how she would put it, but I just put it in my terms so I understand what she's trying to say. Is that keeping that mindset, things will work out as they're meant to, and things might surprise you. So it's just keeping positive. It could also be to do with your partner who's a bit stressed at the minute. You might feel it a bit tough, but things will work itself out, right? So I feel, Victoria, that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm not getting anything else dropping in at this time. So Victoria, thank you very much for taking that, and I'm going to leave your nan's love with you. Thank you very much. Oh, you do meditate. Oh, and do mediumship also. So okay, that's fine then. That's right. You've got the good mindset then. Fabulous. Thanks, Victoria. Right, ladies and gents, we're going to a commercial break. Be back shortly.
Help Spiritual Psychics TV grow our TikTok channel. Connect with us at SPTV UK. We're on a journey to reach our next milestone, and we need your help. Follow us today and support us going live. Imagine getting personalised readings, discovering your card of the day, and so much more. Don't miss out on the opportunity to explore new adventures with us. Follow, engage, and transform. Join our growing community at Spiritual Psychics TV with @SPTV UK on TikTok.
Introducing the SPTV app, your digital spiritual guide for an enlightening journey like no other. Immerse yourself in a world of audio and visual content crafted to inspire, educate, and entertain. Seek guidance with our card of the day, choosing up to 6 cards for personal insights. Enhance your daily life with our wellness section, featuring nutritious recipes, affirmations, and balanced living tips. Explore our spiritualism section for a deep understanding of the religion, its principles, and spiritual answers. Unravel the secrets of the clairs and broaden your spiritual horizon. Easily find local readers, therapists, centers, or churches with our comprehensive directory. Stay connected with live broadcasts, check our schedule, and get to know our insightful presenters. Delve into the meanings of angel numbers, crystals, and a comprehensive list of divination meanings. All of this and more, available for free on the SPTV app. Download now at sptv.uk/app and start your journey with your digital spiritual guide.
Being inspired to draw spirit, Emily Baker hosts her own mediumship and psychic art show from 6 p.m. tomorrow.
Join Ashley, Natalie and Wendy tomorrow from 8 p.m. for their show Living Spiritually, where viewers can explore fascinating subjects with live readings.
Right, we are back, ladies and gents. So if you are still watching, please do still say hello, and I can say hello back to you. And actually, if anyone has any questions, as we're coming to the end of my little show, if anyone does have any questions about the spirit world, or any burning questions about spiritualism or mediumship or what have you, do use this minute to ask those questions as well, because you never know, someone else might also be thinking that question. And if you ask the question, then you're answering it for other people, you see. So I do also like to educate as well. So it's not all just about readings for me, although the show is Midweek Mediumship in general. I do like to educate and share my knowledge with what I know. So if I've got a question, then do shout in the comments. Right. Hello, Janice, watching on Facebook. Michelle as Olivier, hello to you as well. Sarah Matthews, hello to you, Sarah Matthews. Ellie Spooner Payne, hello to you as well from Facebook. Rob Heath, hello to you, Rob Heath. Can I say that? Miss Fuka. How soon after passing can spirit communicate? It's something that takes time. Good question. And again, it's a question that actually a lot of people ask as well. From my experience, and I always talk from my experience, is there is no time, and I'll tell you why. Now, firstly, I have heard other mediums give different time frames. I've heard some mediums say it takes 6 months and it takes this long, it takes that long. But actually, if we give spirit the credit that we always give them, and we always say that infinite intelligence, then you can't put time in it, because depending on how far their soul has evolved whilst they've been living, it can be very quick. So for example, I was doing a reading for a lovely lady, and I brought through a man, and she was taking every single thing that I said, the description to what she had in her fridge and everything, and she took everything. And so to me, he had passed, right? And it got to the end of the reading, and she said, "That's fabulous. Thank you very much. It's really put my mind at ease, because he's not actually dead yet." I was like, "What?" And I thought, "What have I done?" And she went, "No, his spirit is effectively not in his body. He's in hospital. He's had his last rites read to him, and his physical body is only being kept alive by the ventilator in this hospital." And so it made sense to her and brought her comfort in the fact that his spirit had already started to ascend to the spirit world. And shortly after that, he then physically passed. It was only the machine that kept his physical body alive. So that did freak me out a little bit, I've got to say, but it showed me that actually, the soul doesn't just jump out of the body when someone passes, unless it's something like an accident or a murder or what have you. But yeah, the spirit had already left the body, and it was literally just the machine that was keeping him alive. So yeah, so he'd come to me before it actually physically passed, if that makes sense. So there is no time. It just depends on the spirit worlds as to when and how they want to communicate. So it's just one thing we can't control, but yeah, it's always a bit mad when it happens. It happened the second time as well, but it's too long to go into. But so that's just that's just one example I give you. But yeah, it happened the second time as well. And the lady actually died the next day. So yeah, it's a bit mad. Thanks for the question. That's fabulous. Again, I think a lot of people have that question as well. So thank you for asking it. Appreciate it. What are you doing? Okay. Now, Alyssa, that's just validated for me that I've got a spirit coming in because I can feel someone pulling my hair. And you've said, can spirit actually touch your hair? Yes. Is Lisa Sears still watching? I saw her name pop up a minute ago. Lisa Sears. So I know who this is. So Lisa, my darling, and thank you, Alyssa, for saying that, because you have just, again, that's like that synchronistic event. You've confirmed what I just felt. Lisa, I feel I've got your brother here. Now, I do know Lisa, I have read for her before. And I do know her brother is in the spirit world. But what is just done? Now, Lisa, I know your brother is a joker, right? So it's not doing this maliciously to me. Would it make sense in life, Lisa, when he was messing about, being the joker that he was, that he would pull your hair? Because I can feel the back of my hair, and it's very, very short, as you can see, but the back of my hair is being pulled. And he wasn't doing it hard again or doing it maliciously. It's more like just, as you know, might walk past you and just tug the back of your head. Because that's what he's doing to me. And I can feel it here. So Lisa, would you understand him doing that? And you actually may feel yourself that he does that in spirit anyway. You do feel the back of and it's the back of your hair. It's not the front. It's almost like the back of the hair that I feel being pulled. So Lisa, would you understand that? Because I can just, he's messing about with it. Oh, what? Oh, yes, definitely. Okay. Did you? Right. And Lisa's telling me he liked a Scotch egg. It just give me silly little things because that's who he is, right? It's a joker. It's not a serious person whatsoever. So it's showing me a Scotch egg and it's telling me that he liked a Scotch egg. And it's almost like that's his way of acknowledging him coming in now, right? Because I can tell you how tall he is. I can tell you how slim he is, but how athletic he looks. I can tell you about his short hair, right? We know this. But it's trying to give you these little random things so you know this is him. But I've got, yeah, the Scotch egg's important. I do feel him doing it from spirit too. All right. I don't doubt that at all. Oh yes, we both like Scotch eggs. Okay, fab. Well, take one from him, won't you? Because he's got one in his hands. Okay. What? Right. Which way around do I put that? All right. I don't know which way he's saying it, Lisa, but I don't know if you were his shoulder to cry on or he was your shoulder to cry on. Because all I've heard in my head is I've got to mention being the shoulder to cry on, but I don't know which way around is trying to put it, whether it's for you for him or him for you. But I just got to mention that's just what he placed in my mind very quickly. Excuse me, very quickly. It's very gassy. Oh dear. Okay. Did you? I'm sure you did. Right. And Lisa, he would have done the biggest burps and belches as well. I've got to say, because it's making me feel gassy as I'm sat here. But I can just imagine him just letting out a big burp as well, and probably in your ear roll. I can feel that as well. I've been eating Scotch eggs this week. Okay, all right. We know your brother's there anyway. What are you doing to my nose? It's like it's ticking. Yes, it's always there for me, bless you. What are you doing to me? This is really odd, Lisa. It's going to sound a bit odd as well when I say it. But it's almost like he's got a feather or something. And It's like it's tickling the end of my nose with it. But I almost, yeah, big loud burps. Okay. But I almost feel like that was a thing when you were younger that he would have done something like that. Is that you might just be sitting there, mind your own business, and he'll get like a feather or something and just tickle the end of your nose. It's really making me itch. That's what I feel it is. It's this feather end of my nose and it's tickling me. And I feel you've got a memory about that, doing that. Um, who's Joyce? Obviously, it's not his name. My dad raised pigeons, so a lot of feathers for him to mess with. You know who Joyce is, Lisa? Because that's just been dropped in my mind as well. I thought it was Joy, but no, he lengthened it out to know it's Joyce. So that I need to give you that as well. Dropped it in my head. Who? It's not March. No. Mark as well. No, it's not March. It's Mark. So Joyce and Mark, two names that I've got to give you. Are you? All right. It's very athletic, Lisa. I know your dad raced pigeons, but it's almost like your brother. Oh, Joyce is your nan's sister. Oh, I see. Well, I've got reference Joyce. I don't know if she's up here or down up there or down here. I'm not seeing her. It's just what it's just put into my mind is the Joyce. So yeah, saying that I know your dad raced pigeons, but it feels like your brother must have raced, or because I can always see him running and almost like on an athletics track as well. So I don't know if he did like athletics or he was part of the relay team at school or something, but I can also see him running like I'm also in a race. Just what I'm seeing. I know your brother was quite athletic anyway, was quite busy, always doing something, never sitting down. But that's just what I've seen in my mind. I'm just running down this track. I'll mark as your brother's name. Oh, okay. Right. Wrap it up here, my friend. Someone's what? Now, Lisa, as I just said to him, let's wrap it up. All he said is he is around the person who he's using this term is around the person. Yeah, athletics, me here. Oh, okay, that's fine then. It's around the person who is grieving, but it doesn't feel like I'm grieving in the traditional sense. So I don't feel I'm grieving because I've lost someone to spirit. It feels like I'm grieving over a particular situation. So whether it be the loss of a job or the end of a relationship or something, it seems to be particularly around that person. And it almost feels like it's saying he knows that you're there, that you're now their shoulder to cry on. But again, it doesn't feel like it's because someone has lost someone to spirit. It feels like the end of something, and they're grieving at that end. Does that make sense? What I'm saying? So it's around that person a lot, but he knows it's okay because you are there for that person, or you can be there for that person. Again, as that shoulders cry on. That's how I was putting it. Okay. Are you? That would be your dad. Okay, that's fine. So if that makes sense to you, that's all right. So just know that your brother's there with him. I've just been told in my head that as much as your dad doesn't necessarily say so much, is that he will. Is what he will be. Is a big man. He'll be all right. Is what I've just heard in my head. Right? Is a big man. He'll be all right. But it's like I just need to go through a process to almost get it out of my system. If that makes sense. That's how your brother's putting it. But as I'm just saying, as I'm wrapping up, your brother is it just seems is he doesn't stop, your brother, even in the spirit world. It's like he's always on the go, always doing something. It's almost a little bit like he hasn't got time to stop and chat because there's something else he's got to do, something else he's got to go and look at, something else he's got to go and deal with. It's very much that. So Lisa, I'm going to leave that there for you. I'm going to leave your brother's love with you. And thank you very much for working with me and for taking that message. Marvelous. Well, ladies and gents, thank you very much for joining me this evening. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for interacting and for sharing and for liking the page as well. So yeah, do keep sharing out SPTV on your socials. SPTV is also on TikTok as well. So if you're not over there on TikTok, do give Spiritual Psychics TV a follow. So now we do lives on TikTok as well and things like that. So yeah, so do head over to TikTok as well. Give them a follow. But that's about it for me. I shall be back in 2 weeks' time at the same time of 6 p.m. But until then, look after yourselves and I'll speak to you all soon.